Lambo carefully separated the tips of the bullets one by one and collected all the gunpowder from them. He then began crafting a series of trigger-based explosives, deadly weapons ready for his enemies. After that, he dug a long trench outside his farmhouse. He lined it with a waterproof sheet and filled it with petrol. A homemade explosive trigger was attached to it, and then he covered it with grass and hay to disguise this tunnel of death. Every time he set a trap, he marked it on his map so he wouldn't fall into it himself. He sawed off the barrel of his shotgun and hung it inside the tunnel. Lambo sharpened iron rods into spikes and created deadly pits hidden beneath the ground. At the entrance of the tunnel, he placed a wooden cap embedded with sharp nails. His knives and wooden stakes became lethal inventions that made survival impossible for anyone who dared to enter. Once all the traps were in place, he turned his attention to preparing his weapons. He set his compound bow to maximum power and modified it into an automatic firing machine. He even hid anti-tank mines and C4 explosives inside the tunnels. Every gun was loaded and hidden in different corners of the tunnel. Finally, he tested the accuracy of his bow. Everything was ready. This time, Lambo decided to strike first. He silently infiltrated the hideout of the human trafficker Hugo and wiped out all his men in an instant. Then he deliberately left behind traces of his presence, not as a challenge but as a direct invitation to death. Furious, Hugo's men immediately gathered their entire army and headed for Lambo's farmhouse. But as soon as they reached the area, their vehicle triggered the first trap, and a storm of fire erupted into the sky. There was only one narrow path left, a trail that seemed to lead straight to death. Hugo's men got out of their vehicles and began advancing toward the farmhouse. But the moment one of them stepped inside the hidden compound, Bao fired and took him down instantly. The next second, Lambo emerged from a tunnel and eliminated another one cleanly. Then he appeared from another direction and blew up a bunker. Panic spread. The mercenaries ran in every direction, some foolishly diving into the tunnels. Lambo deliberately made himself visible to lure them in, and as soon as one of them stepped on a trap, he finished him off with his shotgun from above. This was his own underground kingdom, and he was the king here. He knew every wall, every trap, and hunted the mercenaries one by one. He even turned on a loud music player. Its blaring sound became the melody of death for his enemies. In the darkness, they were completely lost. When the final trap was triggered, dozens of killers had already perished. Only one remained, Hugo. Lambo drew him into the final battlefield, and as soon as Hugo arrived, Lambo detonated all the buried explosives at once. The explosion was so massive that everything turned to dust, and that day, evil met its end.